Hey there everyone, Varenus here. Today we will talk about some important things, or decisions if you will, that you will need to make in ranked tournaments in the finals. Before we start off, there's a little bit of a disclaimer. This video is not meant for any of you guys that are basically cracked out of your minds or are in platinum or above. This video is basically meant only for those people that feel stuck in their ranks on their gold and need a little bit of a help to make some decisions that can win them some games. So let us get started with the first thing on the list, which would be your own team composition. Basically, in any rank under gold and basically, I would say also platinum maybe, our team is gonna be running one of the following compositions. Number one would be medium, 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 in which case you have a healer, a recon and a turret. Most of the time this will actually work pretty well if they can actually play together. But if they actually are just going for kills, then it's one of the most useless comps, honestly. Number two would be a medium, a heavy, and another medium. Now, if they actually are playing together and are in a Discord, basically, you will have two medium healers, and then you will have a heavy with bubbles. It's gonna be insanely hard to fight against because every time because you will basically need to kill the mediums 2 times. You will need to kill one medium, then the other medium is gonna get him up, then you need to kill the other medium, and then the other medium is gonna get him up, and then you can actually kill them. Yeah. And the last comp would be heavy, medium, heavy. This case, the medium is more than probably gonna be on the heal. One of the heavies is gonna have a shield, and the other heavy is gonna either play charge or the goo. Now the reason for the goo is because you can stall for time or you can stall to heal. Now let's be honest, these types of comps will only come out when people actually wanna play ranked to play ranked. You're gonna be running into a lot of light players as well, and to be completely honest with that, it's going to be a coin flip. You either have an insanely cracked light player that is gonna be carrying your team, or you're literally gonna lose the game because your light just decided to go alone and die 20 or 25 times. And honestly, you cannot really blame them, because, let's be just honest, light is basically the highest skill ceiling character in this game at the moment, and if you are only at the start of your rank journey, you're not gonna be running into a lot of insane players. Some will pop up, but most of the time you're gonna be just running into normal people. Let us get into the tips themselves now. But before we do that, please, if you liked the video, consider to like and subscribe so that we can actually get recognized in the little bit of a scene that the finals has built up. So, basically, tip number one is that you will have to know what your enemy teams are running. Why you would want to know this? Well, it's super simple. If you're gonna basically just go and try to capture a point and you're running into a heavy medium, you're gonna get your ass nuked out of orbit. You guys all know what a nuke is. I don't think I need to explain that. But let's say you guys are running a nuke setup with 2 heavies and with 1 medium, and you guys run into a triple medium team, you are gonna be able to more than probably dominate them. So this is one of the biggest things that you will need to remember, to only push teams that you have a better chance at fighting and actually winning against. Now let's talk about the thing that is, in my opinion, the most important, and that would be the leaderboard positioning. We could do this in a quiz, and you can see what answer you would be picking. Let's start off with example number 1. You have one team with 1 deposit, and they are depositing again, meaning they are in first place, and second place is on their first depot. Which team will you attack as third place? Obviously number 1, right? No. You attack number 2. Why? Because 2 teams can qualify and not just 1. Number 1 is basically guaranteed a qualification unless they lose the cash out. Let me give you another example as well. Now let's say that number 1 is on their last cash out, and it would be enough for number 3 if they capture it to knock you out of your second place. So yeah, you're in second place. What is it that you're going to be doing? Let's see. A. Stay still after your cash out and hope number 1 gets it. B. Attack number 1 and try to capture it. Or C. Circle around number 1 and help defend their cash out. Yes, you would definitely be correct. You would go for C. Now you might ask, hey, why the hell would I even try to help them defend? I would be just sitting back away. And if you're thinking super safe, you would be correct, but imagine this, if they lose the cash out, you lose your qualification. So what you do is literally just go around them and help to defend the perimeter. You're not gonna be on the same perimeter as the first team is, because then they would start shooting at you as well. You wanna be way further away so that you're not their target, and that you can just help them pick off people that push in. Another thing that you should be doing basically right off the rip is learn your recoil control. Learn your little techniques, how you can control the recoil. By the way, some videos coming out in the coming weeks. And just get good with the gun that you prefer. It's quite simple. You just go into the firing range, shoot at a wall, see the recoil pattern, try to do the exact opposite. That's all. If that doesn't work for you and you're not able to control that, just start strafing side to side and it will actually help you. It's called recoil smoothing, by the way. Shout out to anyone that has played Apex, by the way. Also, keep in mind, to defend the point, it does not mean that you're just gonna be sitting on the point. It just simply means that you're gonna be hovering around it at least. For example, there are some points that are literally on the ground and you have high buildings around it. What you wanna do in that case is not sit on the point, but just go to the higher buildings, sit around it. Your team can even split up if you guys can play alone for a little bit and then just regroup. It's actually one of the biggest things that you wanna do if you're capturing. Like, you shouldn't be sitting on it, especially with this new meta right now that we have and are experiencing. If you sit on a point and all of you are in the same fucking corner, unless you have a really good heavy, you're not gonna survive it. You either need a really good heavy to survive that shit, or you will need medium with an APS turret. By the way, run the APS turret if you can. It's amazing. It will save your bacon so many times. Now let me get to the last point, the last tip that I can give you guys. And this is gonna sound kinda counterintuitive for a tip list that is basically made for people that are playing alone. But my biggest tip for you is get a team together. This game, honestly, in my experience, is insanely difficult and aggravating if you're playing it solo queue. But if you can get together a team that at least has a somewhat good synergy and they can play off of each other, all of these tips that I just gave you are gonna be 10 times better, if not even more. So you just wanna get some people and just use these tips, and in that case the game is gonna be way easier and it's gonna be way more fun as well. To close this video off, basically just a little, like a last little thing. Honestly, just go around and play the game. Yeah, I personally do take rank pretty seriously because I kinda wanna get into the scrim stuff, but if you're not at all even thinking about getting into scrims, you might honestly just wanna play normals, or just don't take rank that seriously, especially if you start raging at each other. It's not gonna make any sense. Just chill out at that point. It's just a game, dude. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. By the way, we are live on Twitch and everything all the time, basically for the next 3 weeks. So so swing by if you want to, and thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.